We're gonna start with a review with Sky Powering Horror, the one they showed off at Singapore. What do you think about it?
I want to know what you think about it.
I think it has Storm. Actually, I know it has Storm. Storm's a pretty good mechanic.
We have a card called King Elephant.
Yeah, there's a card called King Elephant. He's gonna rotate out though.
It's not gonna like. I guess if we're thinking about this expansion, like afterward, it's not gonna do anything for Forest. But
No,
next expansion, maybe.
Yeah, next expansion it might get some support. Because what you can do is you can play, I think 6 things, and then no 5 things, and you play the grasshopper guy, the conductor, and he'll draw a Sky Diving Horror if you don't have another 6 attack thing in your deck.
What?
And then
okay.
And then the next card you play will activate the Sky Diving Horror. You can do that.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Never thought of that. Okay.
And in rotation you can run 3 Aria, so you get a bunch of wisps.
It's just like, it's not worth it. Like Fairy is so dominant in early board pressure.
Yeah.
So you can't really save a lot of stuff. But like I said, like next expansion it might be a might card, because no one knows what next expansion is gonna be.
So we're gonna rate it for this expansion. So this expansion is
F.
F. Immediately F.
Yeah. Just like my grades.
Oh no. It is a 6/4 with Storm, so for 9 is immediately not a failure. It does something all right, but not. It's like still. You're never gonna activate it right now. And if you do, you have to build your deck around it. And if you're building your deck around this, then it's probably not that good.
And it only does 13 damage too. Like you have to also chip your opponent, which is kind of bad for a deck where you want to save your cards. I don't know. Seems a stretch.
Yeah.
If you played 2 of these back to back, I guess.
Yeah. I guess you're supposed to chip away your opponent first and then finish them.
Like how are you supposed to do that though?
Yeah, if you're holding onto your cards, that's true.
Yeah. Like you're gonna build like 3 cast. Yeah, you're gonna have 3 casts.
Yeah.
Deck. Bramble. I mean.
Yeah, it's not.
Aria. I don't know. It seems like a clunky card. This is like one of those cards where it's like maybe next expansion.
Yeah, maybe next expansion we'll be complaining about it because of the 2020 coming down every turn 9.
I don't know.
Yeah, for now,
like
now we're gonna give it like an F. I guess I agree with you.
What was your little grade?
I'd probably give it like a D, but it's like because it's not. It doesn't. You don't immediately lose by putting it in your deck. It just like super clunky.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's a little bit too generous.
Yeah, it might be a little too. I might be too generous. So, maybe I should do a thing where it's like, yeah, we both have separate grades. So, yeah, I'll do that.
That's okay. Your grade only.
Oh, so big now. Fix that up.
Covering up the entire screen.
Yeah.
Gengur D Gashigazu.
There we go. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I don't think there's much to talk about this card right now.
Yeah.
How about the Forest Gold? I feel like it sits in the kind of same category.
Yeah, there's also not much to talk about with this card either.
Yeah.
This card is
like, Forest doesn't need it right now. Forest doesn't want it right now.
I think if you put this card in any other deck, it still would be bad. I don't think any class wants this.
Yeah, 4 play point,
Deal
4, but randomly. Yeah, it's just like such a tempo loss. You're never gonna clear a board if you're playing this on turn 4, right? Yeah, you have to go first, I think, and then you have to be winning the board, and then you play this. But it's not even that good. Like right now, you just want to play Bramble or something on turn 4 to win the board even harder. And then as a finisher, it's like Force doesn't need it, right?
You need 36 fairies to die to kill him. At 20.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So if to do half of their health is it's 18, something like that.
Well, that'd be 9, right? 9 damage plus 4, so it'd be 13, right? So to do 10, you need 6. 6 would be 3. Oh, so 12.
Oh god, this math.
You need 12.
Oh, yeah, you need 12. You need 12.
Yeah.
Wait. That's correct, right? Yeah. What the heck, dude? Okay.
12.
Yeah,
So
12.
you need
so
20.
You
need what? 20 something berries to die to do. Because you need to do. You need to do 60. Yeah, 36, right? No, 32. 32, right? So it starts at 4. Starts at 4.
Yeah, you're right. 32. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Talk about this card.
You really confused me. Yeah, 32. All right, I'm just gonna throw a grade on this. It's an F.
It's actually unplayable.
Yeah, it's the other card actually does something. This card does nothing.
Yeah. Like people, yes, chat said that fairy dragon. You'd rather just use fairy dragon to kill someone. It's way more reliable. You want to do that route. Right. I don't know why they printed this card.
This card's actually pretty good, but it doesn't really fit the current sword deck, in my opinion. The Iron Fist Beast Warrior.
This card's a hit or miss.
You can the highest point is when you play him on Enhanced 9, you get like a Sky Fortress, right? That's like the highest point. But the lowest point is you play him turn 9, you get like a 2-drop.
Enhanced card.
Yeah.
And then it's even worse. If you get an enhanced card with this card, it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it's just.
Maybe if you build a deck that only has like big drops to pull, then you don't really get the. Because this card's okay on like turn 6 and you pull a 2-drop, because then you can get value off it immediately.
So one of the things that I've thought about with this card is building neutral sword.
Yeah.
And you always get like Latham or something with enhanced. Or Skyforce. And I don't know, it's way too clunky to build your deck around. It doesn't really get you that much.
Yeah. Because
probably average.
When you evolve them, it only gives Swordcraft followers rush, so I can't really use them with neutral in the for that ability. Yeah, I don't know.
Lux enhance into Iron Fist. Sure, but then you have Lux in your deck. You might get him from this. Like, this is like so much RNG.
Yeah, if you flex your deck, then I don't know. Then you could play this on 6 and get a Lux, and then play another, and then draw another Iron Fist piece warrior. There's a lot of value right there. Yeah.
If they made this 5 play points instead of 6, then you could pull Arthur on turn 6.
Oh, that'd be
but
insane.
They're smart, so
yeah, that'd be
so
stupid.
They actually made it 6.
They don't want another like neutral blood.
Gawain.
Yeah, another Gawain situation there. That'd be turn 5. Yeah, let's get Arthur on turn 6.
So even if you pull Arthur, you still play him on turn 7, which is still fair. So good job, Side Games. They actually made pretty.
Yeah, I think this card's pretty balanced, but that's what makes it not that great. We don't,
especially in Sword. Every play point for Sword has to matter.
Yeah, all their cards have to have like max value.
Stop saying these cursed things. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, you could get Latham. That's true. That's interesting.
Yeah. You could play Latham on turn 7. Or Fortress. Yeah, so but you only have to your deck pretty much has to only be Latham and Sky Fortress. And
is it worth the high roll? It might be worth just to put like one of this card in your deck and just pray.
I mean, there's Bruman sword just to put one of them.
Yeah.
And like I said, the worst case scenario on turn 6 is not even that bad. Actually, I think worst case scenario on turn 6 is getting a 3-drop because that's the most awkward thing to use with the reduction.
That's interesting.
Getting a 2-drop, you have to play it immediately and then give it rush.
Maybe we're underestimating this card. Maybe who cares what you pull from it? I don't know. I still think it's an average card.
Yeah.
You think the meta's gonna be faster or slower? I think it's gonna be the same.
I feel it's gonna probably be the same. Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit faster with its legendary.
Yeah, nothing's really speeding up the game. Maybe decks have to go faster to get under Dragon. We'll see. What do you think this card? What do you want to rate this card?
I'm gonna give it a C. It's average.
He's pretty generous. I'm also gonna give it a C.
You give it a D?
I'm also gonna give it a C. It's not that bad. I think like you said, you can just put it in the deck and just like hope you get the high roll or something.
The stats aren't that bad either. Pretty good.
Yeah, the stats are good. It just kind of has like like late game is still good, right? Because it still gets you something with the enhance. It's not like a scenario where you have like belliness and like you put 3 in your deck and then late game he's really bad. You know, evolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's extreme.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But not like this. No, right now it's not. We don't see any obvious combos.
Is there any obvious combos with this? Sword doesn't really have combos.
Yeah, not right now. Like nothing you curve into. Other than like Latham, right?
Yeah.
But you have to high roll that unless you build a neutral deck.
It's just not even worth it.
What do you think about Sky Gladiator?
This effect is so toxic.
I know. I feel it's like really win more because you're playing if you're behind, playing a 5 play point 3/3 is pretty bad.
People say it's an aggro card, but I don't think. Well, it is. But it doesn't even do anything for aggro.
It isn't like aggro decks like on turn 5 want to do something that does a lot of damage on turn 6. Yeah. They want to either do immediate damage or they want to set up for more damage on turn 6. This doesn't really set up for more damage on turn 6. It sets up more damage on like turn 7. If the opponent doesn't have a board clear. Or just like removal for this guy.
I guess you could reduce it with the other card.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, that'd be pretty. Yeah, if it's cost 3, then yeah, it's much easier to combo this with some other cards in the same turn.
But I don't think it's still worth. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you'd have to be it would have to go in a different kind of deck because if you want to get Sword wants to use its ward, right, to protect other followers and stuff. I guess if you don't need to protect followers anymore because they can't be attacked. Yeah.
I guess the biggest thing we could think of is it can't be attacked. That's like the strongest ability that it has.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll give this one a D.
D? Okay. I'm gonna give it a C because I think it has potential. That its ability is very strong, but they put it on a fair statted follower, like for the ability. If it was like costed like 3 or something, and yeah, it would be ridiculous. Or like even 4.
This card is so stupid.
Yeah.
Imagine this in Arena or Take 2.
Yeah, if you don't have removal. Well, yeah, if you don't have removal immediately. The thing about Arena is like you need tempo. This doesn't give you much tempo.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And every good Arena player is gonna have some kind of removal. All right.
Now we're getting into the good cards.
Esper Witch Hunter at 4 play point 3/3. Accelerate is kind of like a magic missile, kind of. 'Cause you're going to be the draw is delayed.
Draws delayed, but you also do something that's very important for this type of deck.
Yeah.
And it's a Halo Golem too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, kinda. It doesn't you can't target the opponent's face with it. But you do get the 1 damage as kind of like a. You get the 1 damage face, but you don't get the option to go 3 face. It kind of makes up for it.
Kind of makes up for it. That's what makes this like so strong.
Yeah.
I don't know about the evolve effect. I really haven't really considered that.
I think the evolve effect they want you to like kill scrap golem or something like that. I don't know.
Scrap golem. What else would you want to kill? Just like killing a minion. Like I would actually feel bad evoing this and killing my own minion, making just a big ward drop.
Yeah.
Kill a pure hearted.
You'd rather have your stats spread out instead of all in one thing. Yeah, I guess a singer would be some value. Not much else I can think of right now that you want to kill off.
Kill a flame destroyer.
Yeah, max value.
People are gonna forget about this ability and actually kill something really important.
Yeah, because you after you evolve it, you can't. You have to target something.
I would see this card being played in Abyss Summoner with Dirt, Levi's and stuff. I think that's like this is the best card. Or that's the best.
Or like Mysterian Rune.
Ew! No. We don't talk about Mysterian Rune.
Well, because the accelerate can go face. I just noticed that. Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like a magic missile.
Wow, you could just play it going first and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good going first. But yeah, you can also do it in the Abyss Summoner. Has more ways to draw cards.
Like you would like Dirt right now is just not as strong as it could be, and this card doesn't really help Dirt that much. It helps Abyss Summoner a lot though.
I don't mind it in the Mysterian Rune deck.
Mysterian. That's so weird.
I think
I give this card an S though.
You got an S? Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
That's like super generous. I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it an A. I don't think it's like S tier. It does a lot of things, but the evolve is kind of clunky right now. But yeah,
evolve is clunky, but maybe you just don't evolve it.
Yeah, it is like a legendary Halo Golem with like flexibility.
I think this is like game changing for the class.
And like Dirt Rune's always gonna use this card. I think this card's played in Unlimited. In like Dirt Rune.
Especially in Unlimited, you could actually kill your Illusionist and get another one back.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, you have something to target.
I don't know about Unlimited. It's so fast there.
Yeah, because they already play. Well, they want to play the Halo Golem and target face a lot of the time. This can't do that. It doesn't have the option.
No, Halo Golem's just better, right?
Yeah, Halo Golem's just better.
I think it's just better in Unlimited. Halo's better than this in Unlimited, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's Rim. Maybe if it was a more defensive list, I might run this guy. Or this girl. Alright, let's move on to the gold. Actually,
talking about Mysterians, oh no. This one is just...
It's a spell boost, but it's not really spell boost. It's Mysteria boost.
They should have just made this card spell boost. I think it would be better.
Oh, then it'd just be like a
top tier.
Weaker Flame Destroyer?
Or you could think of it as a weaker, the regular Chimera. Deals more damage.
Yeah. You put either missile or circle in your hand. Make its card. I'm gonna pop up the current Mysteria cards we have.
There's nothing. Like Mysteria is actually such a bad archetype. Oh, quick side note. It says Miss Miranda. I'm just saying.
Oh. Yeah.
Thinking.
Yeah. We have Mysterious Knowledge, Mr. Bertrand. The Wormist is actually Wormist is good. We have the Guimar. Vale, the girl who makes the bunny. Class President Hannah, which I think is actually a good card. It just doesn't have a place right now. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Like look how little that is. It's crazy how little. Even if you have like all these cards in your hand with this card, does it really? Okay, so you need to play like 3 to get value out of this, right?
Yeah, but it's pretty easy to get 3 because if you play 1 Mysterious Knowledge, the card you got off that also boosts this card.
Play another one. So turn 1 you play Mysterious Knowledge, turn 2 you play whatever spell, you turn 3 you play, I don't know. And I guess you could like even if you do that, it doesn't seem that strong.
Yeah. The thing is that this isn't a spell either. The follower.
Exactly. Okay, once you play this card, you don't win the game. You just
get another missile or circle.
Get another one, exactly. Yeah, and then.
The evolve is very strong. Evolve gives you a right.
Oh heck yeah, that evolve is really strong.
The right's insane.
Yeah, the right does 3 damage. You guys don't know.
Yeah,
2 damage. 2 mana, 2 damage. 3
no,
damage.
the right is 5 play points, 3 damage.
Really?
Summon a 3/3 golem.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and then if you play another Mysterian card, if it's in your hand, it reduces the cost. Yeah. It reduces the cost from 5 to 3. It does 3 damage and summons a Guardian Golem.
Okay, never mind. I'm wrong.
This card in Take Two is pretty good. There's enough, you draft enough Mysteria cards, so. Even in this card on 6 play points with the evolve is fine for Take Two.
Give this card an F.
Yeah. Oh, Mysterian.
I have no faith in Mysterian.
Am I thinking about the wrong card? No,
No,
I'm right. All right.
Yeah,
no, I'm right. No, it's it's 5 play points, do 3 damage, summon a Guardian Golem. I think it's actually pretty good, but not currently. I think we're gonna get more Mysteria cards expansion for sure.
Beaver Kid. Okay, let's move on. Wait, did you rate it?
Yeah, I haven't rated it yet. I'm gonna give it an A- right now.
Whoa, that's a really high score.
I think it's pretty good, but it's your reaction. I'm gonna give it a B.
That's crazy.
I think the card's pretty good. Just requires it needs a shell. It doesn't have a shell yet.
Okay, so I guess I'm rating it based on playability, but I'm not rating it based on what it could do. So if I rated what it could do, I think I rated it as C.
Okay.
Yeah, F is way too harsh, I guess.
F is super harsh. This card's actually pretty decent. Even if you just get the evolve on it, it's pretty good. Yeah, you get 2 cards off it if you evolve it, and 2 really good cards. So if you get the missile and the right, then it's insane. Can you give a C? All right.
What's up, Asia?
Warbreaker Dragoon. Oh boy. Guy's Rush. Why does he have Rush?
Why not?
He subtracts the cost of 2 random Dragoncraft followers in your hand. 2.
There's a lot to talk about this card. I don't know where to start. This card is the highest potential card in this expansion. Or mini expansion.
Yeah. He unlocks, like, I think Zoe's one of the strongest cards the Dragon has. He just unlocks it, like, super easy. All you do is, like, play a decent guy with body with Rush.
Now, like, the question is, like, the biggest question is, what deck you play it in, right?
I think like, you can either, you have 2 options, I think. You either play him in traditional ramp or you play him in, Jabber. I don't think you play with Lindworm. As like, who cares if you have a 9-cost Windworm if it's just a 10-10 do nothing?
RNG. It's not an RNG card at all. Like having 2 followers in Dragon is actually kind of rare.
Yeah.
Think about it. So you usually have like 3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, there's a lot of problems I see with this card. So one problem is early. You could reduce early game followers.
Yeah.
But you're gonna usually play them right before you go turn 6. So you might not even have anything to boost.
If you're playing Jabber, then that doesn't even matter. That's actually a good thing.
I guess that is a good thing, but you spam it a lot, and the minions you usually Jabber are like the things that come from Orca, so you don't buff that either.
Hmm.
It's like the only cards I would see you buffing like consistently with this card is high cost minions. Your low drops are usually you gotta play it.
Yeah.
That's like the only problem I see with this card. Because right now we're in a pretty board centric meta. If you leave one thing up, you die.
Yeah.
So you usually want to play your early game followers pretty fast, and Dragon runs out of card pretty fast, pretty often too. So
I think it might be a reason because you don't have a good thing to just play on turn 6 right now. They have to play multiple cards to help the board.
Yeah, you do play a lot of multiple cards on like shuffle board. You usually play a lot of spells too.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a good card. It's so I don't see in a realistic game, you're not gonna save your 2 costs. You're not gonna save your 3 costs.
No, they're gonna be gone.
By turn 6, especially. And if you ramp, it gives you more incentive to just play those little followers too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, PDK is kind of brick since you decrease your PDK. Can't play until 7 anyway.
Mm-hmm. You don't even have to play this at 1/6. Like if you have, let's say you have 8 play points, you can get rid of the 2 drop in your hand and then play this, and unlock your Zoe.
Unlocking Zoe is also a pretty big deal.
It's really big. It's like doing like 7 damage and then your opponent not being like doing 8 damage because of the attack boost, and then your opponent not being able to kill you. Insane.
Guess we should rate it. I'll give it an A.
Yeah, I think I'll also give you an A.
Like this card is so much.
I think it's lacking. Like it's not. I don't think it's busted. It's not like S tier, but it's super strong.
Yeah, it's a hecka strong card.
Yeah.
Just reducing anything is just a strong effect.
Mm-hmm. And with Rush, you immediately get that effect. I think if it didn't have Rush, it'd be kind of bad.
Oh, if it had no Rush, then this card wouldn't be ever looked at. I'm kind of tempted to like. So I have 20 tickets saved up, and I'm just tempted to just buy this expansion instead of wait for the next one.
Oh, I have so many packs saved up right now. I have like over 50 for this expansion.
Honestly, if you wait for the next expansion, you buy them. You have less chance of getting Spinaria. So
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so, right? Is that how it works?
That doesn't make any sense. Nah, just use your packs.
Maybe.
Use your packs now, like after the expansion, when the expansion comes out. Oh, you mean like, oh, you get less chance to get Spinario because there's more cards in the pool.
Yeah.
Oh.
More cards.
I don't think so. I think the leaders have a fixed rate. They don't take a legendary slot. They have their own slot.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it doesn't change the chances.
Interesting.
Alright, Poseidon. The guard, by the way, is a 1/3 with ward.
Ooh, this card is so good.
Yeah, I think this card's really good.
But is it good enough to see play? Okay, so a lot of late game cards, you want to just play and you win the game. That's
I think in Dragon, they don't. They're late game. This is like turn 6 potentially.
Yeah. I was getting to that. Like, but for Dragons, yeah, they don't have that much cards that do that right now. Like Ozzy and Lindworm are like the two that come to mind. So this one just stops a lot of things that your opponent can do. It stops Tanko because the cards have 3 health. Stops puppets. Stops so much win cons, and that just might be enough to like just include this with almost every Dragon deck.
Yeah.
Except
like Rune?
Jabberwock.
Oh yeah, you don't want to close Jabberwock.
Yeah. This card is so strong.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it's really good. Just a body, like a 5/7 protected by 2 1/3s with ward. Really hard to remove if you're not like Rune. Even
cards out
even Haven has like issues dealing with this. Like early out. Yeah, it's
John doesn't even.
Yeah.
It kills itself if you evo it, which is a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, so you play this in Lindworm? Would you play this in Lindworm?
You do get extra spells in your deck because of the accelerate, but I think it's more of like a regular ramp dragon card, or like a PDK card because the guards will activate PDK. Thank you.
I'm just trying to like decide what you would include this in. Like, ramp dragon isn't really popular right now, right? So.
No. But I think with the other card, like the Dragoon and this, you can probably make Ramp Dragon a thing. Like this was like if the Dragoon hits Poseidon, you can play Poseidon next turn.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think this card's really good. I'm gonna give it a B, a solid B, maybe B plus.
Give this an A.
All right. This is the guard. Right. Alright. Best card expansion, obviously, right? Grammy?
I don't even want to talk about this card right now. I don't even want to talk about Shadow in general. Holy. Actually, the next card's okay, but this one is just.
The one play point legendary.
It's anti-synergy with. I don't know if it's synergy or anti-synergy with Arcus. That's why they put it at 1.
Oh, I think it's still synergy with Arcus. You mean if this card was just like a 6-drop?
Yeah.
It's synergy with
they didn't want this card to be a 6-drop for a reason.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
It's synergy with Ector because with Arcus because you get 1 ghost at the end of the thing, right? You evolve everything on the board and you get the ghost where you would just have like whatever body the 6-drop would be.
It's a weird like small detail that is interesting to me. That's like the only thing I could think of. Yeah, I think.
Well, the effect at end of turn is separate too, so you don't even have to enhance it to get that effect. You could just drop this one drop in the middle of your board that has an evolve already and get another card.
Oh yeah, you're right, huh?
Yeah.
I actually didn't. I thought they came with the enhance effect. Yeah, you're right. It's separate.
Yeah. So the being a one drop actually kind of helps that way, so you can like.
Oh, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
It's better than I thought it would be. Huh.
Yeah. It replaces a lot of cards that you. I think it just like makes your Arcus deck more focused. You can replace Katha. You can replace the draw bird maybe. You focus on playing better statted followers. Like maybe you can play Dark Blade Fiend in your deck, but I don't think Dark Blade Fiend's that good. Let's you play probably Circe and what's his name? Corpse Lord. Before you don't really have room for all of them.
Wonder if it makes aggro. No. Aggro Shadow is never gonna be a thing.
There's not enough. There's not enough solid finishers.
There's not.
Yeah.
Like the finishers for aggro is just Arcus, which is not even
Yeah,
that good.
yeah. On turn 7, you want to be like hitting them for a bunch. If you're
way
aggro.
worse than Ector. Yeah, Ector doesn't require you to have a board. This card does.
Yeah. And
that's why Ector is so powerful, because it just makes its own, which is crazy.
Makes its own and makes so much damage to remove the opponent's board. And then you leave a 5/6. Yeah. It does the same thing Ector does if you have a board, but just like it's not Ector tier because it doesn't give you a board.
I don't like this card.
You don't like it?
I'm giving it a C. It's an average card.
I think it's a C. Okay. I don't think it's a C. I think it's got a lot of potential with the ghosts, and like maybe you can play Skeleton Prince. It's pretty good with Skeleton Prince.
Nice. You're so nice, Mango.
It's a shadow card. I got even though Shadow's in a terrible spot. Yeah.
Shadow card. Garbage.
Oh no. I'm gonna give it a B. A solid B.
Seek. Oh my. Never mind.
Yeah. This is not a C cup.
This card is
2.31.
What else? What can we say about this card?
It dies to brambles.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It dies to brambles.
I hate these effects. I hate these effects that if you go first, it's actually so strong.
Yeah, this card's not really though. Like
actually, no, you're right. You're right.
It's not that strong going first. It's strong when you are like going, let's say, going second and have the evolve. I think it's actually a card you want to go second with.
Yeah, you're actually right. Yeah, it's way better going second.
Now, if this card gave another one of your followers rush, then it'd be good. Then it'd be rain. But right now, rain plus brambles is just way better. And like you don't get to like put skeleton. If you could put skeleton to your hand and just drop skeletons, that'd be nice.
Balanced brambles.
Yeah.
It is definitely a balance.
Yeah, it's much easier to remove than brambles. And Shadow doesn't have ways of really bouncing it. They can resurrect her a few ways, but like can't bounce her.
Yeah, we're talking about such like this is sad. This is the sad thing about Shadow is this card is like good, but like it doesn't do anything for Shadow. We can't even say anything.
Yeah.
About like extra about this card. It's a good card. That's all we could say.
You had Prince Catacomb, then this card would be insane. But or even like Bone Chimera.
Any of those token generations with this card is good, but we don't have it anymore.
Only Skull Ring, but Skull Ring is like, yeah, it's kind of... You kind of have to curve into it.
Alright, so I guess we could... Yeah, I think you already said this, but Lady Grey pulls this, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, Skull Ring and Lady Grey pull this, so that's nice.
It's not even that good, though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's better than...
It doesn't die to puppets, which is good. But it dies to, what's her name? Spinaria. But I feel like in the early game you're probably going to be evolving this.
I give it a C.
Alright.
It's average. Average card.
B-. I wish this card had got a little better. You know, it was one of my favorite characters in Grand Blue. Oh well. I'm definitely going to play this card a lot to see how good it is, but right now I can't see it really beating the top tier decks. Even in early game. Alright, Thunder Behemoth. 5 play points, 6/6. It's like Lightning Behemoth. Except this guy doesn't do damage to your followers, he does damage to an enemy. It does damage to your play points next turn.
Wait, what class is this for again?
Blood.
Haha. It's a joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I get it now. New class. New class getting announced with this card.
I don't want to say anything about it. I'm just gonna give it a C. It's an average card.
Better than like a Demonic Strike. Has a body for 1 more play point.
But it reduces your play points next turn.
Doesn't matter if you kill the opponent.
That's true. That's true.
I think it's an aggro card. I think you do 3 damage face and then you don't care about next turn. Like maybe you play like a wolf and just do 4 damage face next turn. After they have to deal with your 6/6.
This card is so... It could be oppressing going first.
Yeah.
Oh, it is oppressing going first.
Yeah. You're going into turn 6, so you've 3 play points to work with. And then later in the game, the losing the 3 play points doesn't hurt as much. It's only when you play on a curve.
Oh, how about if you can play this 2 of these on turn 10? Does it reduce it to 6? I don't think so, right? Or it reduces your play points to 6. I don't know if that matters.
I'm not sure if the ability stacks or not.
It says it usually with these type of effects it cannot stack, but this one doesn't say.
I think it might stack, but if you're playing 2 Thunder Behemoths on turn 10, hopefully you won the game.
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I think like problem with this card is there's too many things that kill it in the top tier decks, like Matura, Rococo. What is Haven has like a Morier. You can just evolve over it with something bigger.
Like Light Hind, I guess, maybe with like another.
Oh, Dark Hind just even kills it and survives.
Or yeah, Dark Hind.
Yeah, Dark Hind kills survive. Galafil survives. Yeah.
6/6 isn't really that threatening.
Yep. When it's evolved, it's much harder to deal with for Haven.
But at the same time, even if you evolve it, next turn you lose 3 play points. It's actually a huge deal when people think. It's not a bad card. It's just it's not a saving grace. Like that's the main.
Yeah, the blood needed a card that just absolutely brought it back into the meta, and it's not this card. It's like I think it's bad. It's just it's got really good stats and a good ability, but I think for blood to come back, this card needed to have no downside.
Oh.
This card had no downside, and blood
no
would probably
downs-
blood would back. So this card would go in every blood deck, ever.
A C card.
C? All right. I agree. I'm gonna give it a C. I think the downside's pretty harsh. Evil Eye Demon. It's like Flamin' Glass? Looks like Flamin' Glass. They got two 5-drops in the same mini expansion.
Are 5 really that lacking? Hold on, let me try to check.
Well, they have on 5 like Knocked.
Zipper, Bloody Guard, Bodyguard.
Those rotate out, but yeah, those Sibur is pretty good.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Old Blood King? I mean, I don't.
Oh, Old Blood. Yeah, this is a different deck entirely than this.
Yeah. I guess, sure, why not put it in the 5 slot? But I don't think that the problem is their 5-drop. I think the problem is just don't have the tools to like combat the mid game.
This helps with the mid game, with the accelerate.
Oh yeah, this definitely helps.
Yeah, this helps a lot actually. This gets you this clears a forest board much earlier than you Portal can. Portal clears the board on turn 6. The evolve. This clears the forest board on turn 5 with the evolve. Assuming you've done enough damage to yourself.
So usually at turn 5 you do like 2 damage to yourself?
At turn 5, 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
yeah.
strong AoE. It's already strong.
Mm-hmm.
This card's really good. Carrying this on to next expansion too, it's actually super strong.
Yeah.
The accelerate effect, really good. The Evo effect is really good. But as a standalone card, if you don't Evo it, it's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
Just play this card.
5 play point, 5 force, not that bad.
Not that bad.
You usually want the reverse stats, because then 2 drops can evolve and kill it.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it is not pretty bad.
Yeah, also it takes 2 Tenko hits to kill this instead of 3, if stats were flipped. But, yeah, like... Usually bigger butts are better than, like, the attack on mid-range followers. I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good too. I think it's a B+. I'll give it a B+.
I'm just gonna give it a B. B+? Alright. This card. How do you pronounce this? Taziki Baba?
Don't. That's racist.
What? That's his name. That's her name.
Dang, this card, holy. You know, like, honestly, this card was printed because Haven Leader, or Haven Mirrors were taking way too long.
I guess?
Or, I guess Haven in general, the matches take a little bit longer.
Well, if you're not putting this in Tenko, because there's no room.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think, like the Summit list that people have been running.
Summit might run this card. Might run this card. Maybe replace Garuda?
Will run this card.
Or no, the damage off Garuda is pretty good too.
You could just play like one of this and still be happy.
Yeah, just one. Fine. They didn't make it like Neptes, like they didn't make it 8 cost. I don't think you can really build your deck around it. If this cost 8, then you'd probably build a deck around it, but it just at 9 you have to supplement your different strategy.
It's a card where it's not a deck where you like the deck that you build this card around is already so strong.
Yeah.
Summit, like Carapace. You could even include Holy Flame Tiger and stuff like that. Like those cards with this card.
White Fang Temple.
Oh, White Fang. What is that card called?
White Fang. Yeah, you get the holy two 4/4s is okay.
Yeah,
but you don't really want to play that card in your deck normally. If you're only playing one for this card, I don't know. I don't think it's good. But yeah, you probably want to play the 6/6 dragons in there.
With White Fang is good, really good with this. Like you just play good cards, and this card is just good too.
Maybe you play the 1-drop Pegasus card.
Oh, what the?
The one play point 5/3 Pegasus.
That's not good. Heck no, dude. Why would you play that card when you could just get 4/4s and stuff? This card's really good though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's like game breaking. I think it's a very fair card.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fair. At turn 9, doing something this insane is pretty good.
Is it fair? What clears this board? What clears a 6/6?
Semis.
And another 6/6.
Removing the enemy leader that clears the board.
Oh yeah, I guess you could do that too. Yeah, good thing about this card is it doesn't really pull any wards, right? But
none in rotation. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't pull any wards. That's actually a huge deal.
Mm.
Yeah, you might just die if you play this.
Yeah.
But if you give a free turn and play this, then yeah, I think you win the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that might be the issue though. I think you will win the game probably, unless you're playing, I guess, the Haven mirror match.
You get Themis, and then play another one, and you get Themis. They play one, you get Themis.
And then you deck out because you have no more cards in your deck.
9 cost with Snowstorm at War. That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe this is.
It's just a bunch of
strong card.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stats. If you have Moria's, it also is removal. Like, not as good as like Kawi was with Nep, because that was it always got the best target, usually, and healed you. Yeah, it has no ward, has no storm, has no healing.
Unless you're considered a very specific match like Chimera. Chimera, if you're playing against Chimera, this card's good to tank up damage, but you just play Lexia.
Yeah.
I give this an A.
Eh? Well, that's pretty generous.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that good. In rotation, I think it's like a B minus.
Actually, maybe I agree with you. I think it's a great on B. I'll just give it a B.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Like next expansion, we'll have to keep a lookout for amulets to give you a follow-worth ward or storm. Ooh, Gold Goblin.
Oh, that effect is so toxic too.
I know.
I hate toxic. Oh my god.
I feel like
it's a 1 drop.
I feel like this was like a sword card would be like instant include.
Sword had this card. Oh my god, aggro sword would be so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
You just evo something and you play this card on it, and it's actually so strong.
Yeah.
But since it's not in sword, it's still not balanced at all.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not a balanced card.
Like, I don't know if we can make an aggro Havencraft in rotation right now. I guess this is definitely an aggro card. Or like a VIP protector, and there's no real VIP. You need to protect in Haven.
So I think the ideal scenario with this card is you have a turtle, and then that turtle has Summit Temple, and you deal 5 every single turn.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
It's really hard. Yeah.
To deal 5 damage.
Really hard to remove with the 3/5. Yeah, it's true.
Almost.
Yeah.
Maybe it is good to play with that. I don't know.
If with Summon Temple hits for 2.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's for 2. You don't. Okay, this is the. It's weird to like not play this on turn 1, with just for the stats. But I don't think you ever play this on turn 1 as Haven.
Yeah, no.
If you want to go for that route.
Maybe against like Forest.
Yeah, only against Forest.
Yeah.
Who knows? This card has a lot of potential. It's a dumb card that shouldn't exist.
Yeah, I think you might be able to build an aggro summit list with this in it. I don't know why. This card's insane. Why are they giving Havencraft more insane cards?
I don't know. This is.
I'm gonna give it an A+.
I give it an A.
Alright. It's a Goblin upside. I think it's already pretty good. And the upside's pretty good. In any other class, I think this card would be super insane, but Haven, right now, I don't know if they really want it.
It's not balanced at all. You could Immunity Dragon.
Yep.
Like, I don't think you played 3, I think you just like played 2 of this card. It might break it later, but Haven has a lot of card draw, so
Yeah.
2 is like a good number.
Haven has so much card draw.
How does it interact with Ward if you put it on it? I'm pretty sure your opponent can attack it.
Yeah. No. If there's Ward, then the Ward is ignored.
Really?
Yeah. It's like Ward and Ambush.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah. It can't be attacked, so the Ward does nothing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Some interaction, like some crazy interaction.
Yeah, but they can attack it still attack your leader, because the Ward is ignored. And a giant eyeball thing. the 6/2 for 3 play points on the evolve.
Oh. Mango, try to read that name.
Malachio.
Oh, this is actually pretty good. Huh. Guess it's not as hard as I thought it would be. Alright, never mind.
Yeah. This card's super interesting. We want to be flipping from residence, like out of residence into residence, so just be drawing cards.
You draw a lot. You combo it. Okay, so weird thing about this card is why does it evolve into a 6/2?
For the second effect. If it has,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, if it has 10 or more attack, then does 2 damage to all enemy leaders, so it's much easier to get to that. You just have to get resonance twice, and it's not too hard. Like the 1 play point draw spell, you have the 0 play point to put 3 artifacts in your deck that changes you in and out of residence.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Interesting. It's pretty easy to practice in artifact.
I'm pretty sure Puppet's still better than this.
Yeah. Just
the next card we're gonna
just putting this in your artifact deck's not gonna make it better than playing Puppets. But it's not a card you play in Puppet, which is good. I'm glad it's not they didn't give another legendary that works with Puppet. It's a super interesting card. I think it's another card to look at in the next expansion. Right now, it's just solid. I mean, like if you flip it, like the high roll potential of this card's insane. Having a 10/6 for 3 that evolves and then does 2 damage to everything, that's insane.
The high roll potential. So when could you high roll this?
If you have like this.
It's like turn 7 or something. That's turn 7 plus is when you could high roll.
No. You can, if you have, like I said, if you have the 0 cost draw spell, that 2 of those activate this once. Yeah. You just need another draw.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Huh. Maybe this is a sleeper card because I'm sleeping on this. I don't think it's.
You can do this on turn 5 on the high roll, and then it's easier to do when you have like Deus effect.
I'm only thinking about Deus, but yeah, you're right. Like if you just have card draw and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you have Deus and you have like if you have Excel and analyzing, then you can just keep on drawing cards for free. Flip this.
This is a toxic card.
It's crazy. I just think it's just kind of like the low potential of the card is just a 3 play point 2/2 that evolves into a 6/2.
Turn 5 Icarus Bio shenanigans. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, like turn 5 was when you can start doing this effect, and then turn 6 onwards when it becomes easier.
How much of these copies would you play? 2?
Probably 2 if I'm building the deck that wants this card. I think 1 is like why even bother, and 3 is overkill.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it makes artifact have a high roll potential, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that makes any deck better. So, huh? This is not the card that changes the class like entirely, but it does make it a little bit better.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a spot for it. Probably. There's some flex slots you can throw us in. What do you think? What do you need to rate it? I'm thinking B minus. Oh, you're cutting it again.
B minus.
Yeah. So, is that what you want?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll agree with you. I agree with you. Okay, my Comcast always cuts out every once in a while, so.
It's too bad the Comcast employee isn't here.
Oh, shit.
You try to pronounce this name.
Oh, are we gonna do this? Oh no. Oh, that's so hard. Kuko Rooks?
Kokoro. Yeah, Kokoro, right?
Kokoro?
Kokoro.
You don't pronounce the X?
No, you don't pronounce the X. Kokoro is like the Japanese one. But this is, I think her name's probably French. Kukuru. Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, how do you say this card?
I think it's like Kukuru.
Kukuru. Oh, interesting. Dang, that's yeah, that taught me a lot.
Kukuru or Kokoru, I don't know. But this, like, I don't know why they gave Portal this card. So it has this.
Anyways.
It has a Surge effect on the attack, right? It's a 2 damage.
It's stupid.
Only when it attacks, but not on the when it's attacked. So it's not Surge.
This card is. Oh, I hate how they make cards that benefit you from going first.
Yeah.
This card is so good going first.
Especially with Silva. Silva is insane.
And even if you don't play on turn 3, playing on turn 5 is actually still strong.
Playing on turn 5 is really strong.
That token, you should show the token.
Yeah,
too.
the token is insane. 1 damage to random enemy 3 times.
And it could go face.
Yeah. Oh, it does go.
It's a huge deal.
It does go face. That's a big
crazy,
deal.
Right?
The heck.
Like you trade into their 2/2 with this card, and then you deal 3 damage to face, which is a huge deal in puppets.
Yeah. Yeah, like every point of damage matters a lot because it means you're closer to killing them with Noah.
Why would they print this card? It's so dumb.
I know. It's like it just fits like the slots perfectly because right now on turn 5 you're playing like Scenario, which is she's good, but you're not this good. The only thing Spinaria has over this card on turn 5 is that Spinaria will potentially draw you a card.
Holy heck, the more I think about this card, the more I hate it. This card is so strong.
Yeah. Card's ridiculous.
Like turn 5 you evolve the 3-drop and you still deal 2 damage,
Yeah.
and you have like crazy priority. And it's a 5 attack too, so you have to... God.
You have to trade into it pretty much, yeah.
Like Silva on turn 3 is already strong, right?
Yeah.
But with this card, it's even more busted. Do you play 3 of this? I think you play 3 cards.
You play 3 of this. Right? You cut all the weird flex cards that are currently being played in Portal, and cut some other card, maybe like maybe a Spinaria. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you could probably cut Spinaria too. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I think you'd still want to keep 1 or 2 Spinarias in your deck, but you can cut them. Cut one, like if you're running 3 Bell, what's her name? Basilis, whatever her name is. 6-drop guy.
Basilis.
Basilis. You cut 1 of him if you're running 3. Cut your flex slot, and then you cut like 1 Spinaria or something like that. I don't think you cut Automatron because he's still Still want that.
Generates puppets.
Yeah. Yeah, you just because it supplements your 5-drop as well as your 3-drop, so it's not like you're overloading on 3-drops.
Wow, this card's so good.
Yeah.
This card's really good.
Even like if you have Silva on going second, you just it doesn't even matter anymore. You went second.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It actually benefits. Yeah, with Silva, this card benefits you from going second as well. But in the portal mirror,
in the portal mirror, if they Coco you back, then it's like or Cuckoo you back. I don't know.
No, I think going first is still so strong. In the
Yeah.
portal mirror. Yeah, for definitely.
Yeah, if you go in, yeah. The portal mirror is like that comes a little difficult depending on how much ward you have going second. Because
there's some skill to it.
Yeah.
It's still complicated.
You're become a robot, so I'm just gonna give it an S.
God damn it.
Alright, you're back.
I'll give it an S.
Alright. S. Side games Y. And then we're in the last card, the neutral. Kaiza.
Do we even want to talk about these neutrals? Wait, so the last expansion, they didn't give a legendary for neutral too, right?
Yeah. It's just been one gold for neutral. I'm glad they're not adding another legendary. Okay. Yeah, F. All right. I'm gonna talk about the card, but yeah, you already an F.
Yeah, you can talk about
I don't know why he doesn't get full evolve stats. I don't think his evolve's that good. Like evolving a 3-drop's always awkward. There's not many 3-drops that you want to evolve. Like even though you do have that one, like you turn 40, you evolve this, you have that one floating to use. The fair you get, either the nourishing fair, it draws you a card, restores 2 defense if you're behind in life, and the other ones deal 2 damage to enemy follower and deals damage to enemy leader if you're behind on life. They're just much better evolves. Yeah, I don't know.
They missed the flavor on this card. They should have made it like a carrot.
The flavor.
Like I don't know.
The flavor.
The flavor.
Yeah, there's a carrot in the nourishing fair if you notice.
Is there?
Yeah, there's like this.
Oh, never mind.
There's a little bit of. There's a carrot, and there's like the carrot leaves, I think.
They should have just put a whole carrot into that picture. That would be good.
I don't know if there's any carrot in the flaming hot one.
Carrot. This card would be interesting if you evo you get that carrot. I don't know.
Oh, evo and you get the carrot? That'd be pretty good.
That'll be some consideration, but they made it so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's even Tenko doesn't even want to play this card because the heal is very like a situational heal.
He doesn't even heal you, and he was like 100% of the time. It's so sad.
I'm gonna give it a D-, a D, and D-. F is like, I feel like if F immediately loses the game.
It's unplayable.
Unplayable.
Alright.
It's
unplayable. Actually unplayable.
Actually unplayable, yeah. This card's playable, but I don't know why you would want to, ever.
It's also a gold card, so you can't even play as a free-to-play player. That's so sad.
Well, if you get it as a free-to-play player, then you get the vials.
That's true. I guess you can say that.
Alright.
What did Mango rate Miranda? We could go through all of them again.
Yeah. So I have to do it off memory.
Yeah, I have to do it off memory too.
We both rated the forest cards pretty poor. I think I gave Iron Fist I think we both gave him like a B. If I remember, maybe a C.
Yeah, we give him like something average. That's an average card.
I think I gave Sky Gladiator a C.
I give him a D.
Yeah, he's like, I think he just requires you to be winning to be good. I don't see his card helping you get back into a game that you're losing. I guess as aggro, you never want to be in that situation, so you just keep on pushing. It doesn't really help you push on turn 5.
Chat says you rated burst shot poor. I rated that. That's unplayable garbage.
Yeah. Turn 10 doesn't really exist for forest right now. Like, you want to be killing them for turn 10. The longer you drag out the game, and like, imagine how many fairies need to die for us to instant kill someone. I think it was like 32. 32 fairies have to be dead for us to do 20.
Oh god.
You gave Vesper an S. I gave her like an A.
I gave her an S.
Yeah, I gave her an A. I think she's pretty good. Her evolve's a little weird, but I think we'll see why they did it later. Like, they had to give her that evolve for a reason. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, I like Miss Miranda a lot. I rated that card higher than you did.
Alright, it's a miss, by the way, guys.
Yeah, not a misses.
Yeah. Big deal for the card design.
Yep, that's very important. Warbreaker Dragoon, I think we both gave him like an A. Like A plus. Yeah. I gave both A. Poseidon, I think we also both. I gave him a B plus or an A. I think you gave him an A, and I gave him a B plus.
Yeah, I gave him an A.
Yeah, you gave him an A. Yeah, he's really good, especially with the Warbreaker Dragoon together. I think they're both gonna make Ramp Dragon, some kind of dragon, really good. Do you even want to talk about Shadow?
Oh, the legendary is a average card, and then the 2-drop is pretty average too.
Yeah, like that her Denoa's effect is so good. It's in Shadow. Imagine this card in Forest, it'd be so stupid. Thunder Behemoth, I think people are underrating it, but it's also not that good.
Everyone just hates it because it doesn't help out
it doesn't make Blood tier 1. Evil Eye Demon's good.
That helps them a little bit.
Yeah, it helps them a little bit, yeah. Especially against Forest. And Sword. And I feel like it
actually could Evo over Arthur. That's crazy.
Yeah, it
kills Arthur board.
It needs help against those kind of decks because it gets rushed down. Before you get your Jermong effect in play, you're getting rushed down by the board. This helps a lot. Once you get his effect in play, then it's really easy to clear boards.
And another interesting thing is there hasn't been a Vengeance card yet. It's crazy.
It's true.
That's so sad, dude. There's no Vengeance card.
Oh, like
did they get the? Yeah, did they even get one this expansion? It's like a clunky one that deals like 10 damage or something. I don't see. Person. Yeah,
they didn't get any. Other than the gold one, does he care about Vengeance? Care about you being
low?
Yeah.
He doesn't really care about Vengeance.
Yeah, he doesn't care about
so sad.
He doesn't have any, only Naramaya cares about Vengeance. Cause she.
Naramaya isn't even counted as a Vengeance card though.
Yeah. Well.
That doesn't
yeah.
count.
She cares.
It just puts you into Vengeance.
Oh, she cares. If you have Vengeance from like Blood Moon, then she doesn't damage you, but that's about it. That's the only thing she really cares about.
Yes, yeah, that's a fair point. Dark General, that's not even like they haven't. It's not really. They haven't released anything that really helps.
Yeah, these aren't really. Benefit. Yeah, these don't benefit from Vengeance, yeah.
They just like threw Vengeance out of the table.
Yeah, I feel like we'll have to give Vengeance something else. Because I think a lot of the strong Vengeance cards are what, Tempest and Wonderland Dreams, and they're going to be rotating out. They have to give them new Vengeance cards.
That's so sad. That's so sad. That's kind of eye-opening, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
You like Baba?
Yeah, Baba's really good.
Tezki
Not
Baba.
a broken card, but
yeah,
it's almost broken.
Yeah, it just needs the right amulets to come out. Petra's silly. I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah, so good. Why is it a 1/2? Should stop making 1/2s for one. The eye also has potential, but like, I think it's just really weird.
It's a high rolling card.
Yeah. Coco Ru, whatever you pronounce her name, is insane, and we'll see immediately. Out of all the cards, she will see immediate play in top tier deck.
Yeah.
And probably will not get kicked out in top tier deck. So. And Kai'Sa is just filler.
So what do you think is going to be the strongest class?
I think Puppet Portal's definitely going to stay tier 1. I think
Yep, I agree.
Tenko Haven didn't really get affected.
I think
maybe Dragon can start kicking Tenko's ass though. No? These new cards?
Actually, you might be right. Poseidon is actually so strong against it, but they have Themis and stuff. I don't think Dragon will ever.
Yeah, it has to get a good roll and then get underneath the Themis.
Yeah.
And then Haven always has like Father Punishment. Yeah.
What else is that got? Oh, I think Rune, Dirt Abyss Summoner Rune is actually going to be one of a very strong deck. It was seeing a little bit of play, but not to a point where like people thought it was broken. But this card maybe.
Oh yeah, Raindrop was playing that deck.
Yeah. But I think that it's way more strong with this card. So.
Yeah. That deck looked good, but then like the Japanese came out with the pure without Levy, like more about the Abyss Summoner and Spell Boost. Yeah.
This one doesn't support it, so it supports the other one. So I don't know. It's close.
Kind of supports it because it's Excel.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Huh? Maybe you're right. Maybe it buffs that class more than it does the other one. Oh, also about the Tenko thing. I think Haven is just gonna be replaced by Subnet after the Legendary comes out. But I might be wrong.
Oh, I think that this 9-drop's gonna make Summit just a better choice.
Yeah, I think Summit is just better after because a 9-drop that does a lot. Like you could still play build, but Tenko is still very slow. You know, this one makes it a little bit faster. So I think that might push them out. Shadow's just gonna be dumpstered. Blood's gonna be dumpster. Sword. What did Sword get? They didn't change that much either.
I really don't want to write off Shadow because I really want it to be good, but yeah, I can see it still not being great. Arcus
living a lie.
Arcus needs Rush or Ward or something. Because just playing the 7-drop hurts so much. So many situations where I just can't even play him. You have to wait until like turn 9 so you can play like a 2-drop beside him to actually do something.
Yeah, it doesn't have a media effect on the board. It's so sad. Shadow's just so sad. I respect that you think they're gonna be good though.
I want them to be
bold
good.
Statement.
Yeah. I think Arcus is tier 2 right now, but I know a lot of people disagree with that. It's tier 2 but loses the best decks, so I don't know what that means.
A lot of these cards seem like they are preparing for next expansion.
Yeah, a lot of them. More obvious ones are like the Forest Legendary, and Miss Miranda's, like Tzazik Baba, whatever name, and then like, yeah, those kind of cards.
Thunder Behemoth. Maybe that's gonna be the new mechanic for Blood. Is
Like,
using play points.
Yeah, overload or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like do damage based on how many points points you're missing or whatever. Play points you're missing.
When does it patch hit? Tomorrow at like noon for
Yeah.
PST.
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna be streaming the new expansion, the mini expansion, right away.
Yep.
Gonna
I'll
be
be too.
playing Dragon and Shadow most likely. I'll be playing Shadow and then I realize it's not good, then I'll switch over to Dragon.
I'll be playing Abyss Summoner Rune. I want to try that deck out. But yeah, we're gonna end it here, Mango.
Yep. I'm gonna stop.
Thanks for allowing me to be on this.
Of course, yeah. I think it's much easier with a second person. If it's just by myself, I'm like, what am I even? What's even happening right now?
What am I talking about?
Yeah. Right. And
It's more fun too.
Yeah, it's more fun. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe or whatever. Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
Have fun with the stream, dude.
Yep.
Thanks for having me on. Bye, guys.
Bye.